Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I just said this before I started. I look like a mom right now. My name's Caitlin, if you didn't know, and I do a bunch of bookish videos, and I've been recently doing a bunch of vlogs, so if you like that, you might as well stick along. This video was really exciting. I was really happy to be able to do it. I had seen a bunch of other creators do this, and I thought it was just like a perfect idea for you guys to be involved in my TBR. So I asked you guys on my YouTube community board to head over to my Instagram, and if you don't follow me, it's just Caitlin Washko 88. Posted on my story a couple books for you guys to choose, and you chose them by their emojis. I had a really fun time. I was so excited to do this video. I had a bunch of y'all DM me and say, is it this book or is it that book? And I'm like, how are y'all getting, like, like everyone knew it. Madison, if y'all follow her on YouTube, she guessed like every single one of them. I don't know how you did it, girl. I really don't. But yes, let me just say those were those books and you're about to see them. We have a ton of books to get through to see what you guys chose for these emojis. I had you guys pick 5 books because recently with school I haven't been reading as much, but these are some books that have caught my eye recently. Without further ado, let's get into it. Oh no. Okay, if you guys weren't able to get onto my Instagram, I am gonna just show you what I did. So basically what I did is I posted 5 of them, and I would say November TBR 1, 2, 3, and so on. Chose 2 books. I picked 2 colors for them that were kind of like the overall color of the cover. This is gonna be lovely to edit. I then added a couple emojis that I thought just kind of showed what the book was or what the cover was, because honestly a lot of these were books that I didn't really know the plot of, and I just saw the cover and I was like, the first one isn't one that you guys chose. I just wanted to read this one extremely bad. It's gonna be Kingdom of the Feared. This is the final book in the Kingdom of the Wicked installment trilogy. 8 up the first 2, and there are so many secrets that still haven't been resolved. So I'm hoping that in this book we get all these answers. If we don't, I will be extremely upset, but I am so excited to get into this, and it's just so pretty. I just am a little upset though because it doesn't have like the James Patterson thingy-mabobber on the top, so I'm like, why is that not there? So this is the first one. Hopefully that I'll get to sometime this month. I'm gonna put the first one on the screen right now. So we have a pinky red book with a pink heart DNA strand. The next one is yellow, and that has a popcorn and a little movie thing. I feel like these 2 were pretty obvious onto what they were, but if you could not tell, and I will tell you right now, Madison was extremely excited about these. The first one is Loath to Love You by Ali Hazelwood. This is basically like the last installment into the STEM series. It is all 3 of the novellas in one. So it's Under One Roof, Stuck With You, and Below Zero. That was the red book. The yellow book is going to be Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I still haven't read this. I've read 2 other Lynn Painter books, and out of the 3 I only really liked 1. So I'm not really sure if I love her as an author yet. We have this one, and I'm so excited to get to it because this is like the book that went huge for her, or at least I think so. Hear how much everyone loves Liz and Wes. So without further ado, let's see which one won. Loath to Love You, we got 36%. Better Than the Movies got 64%. There was a huge everyone's like, read this. This is gonna be our first book for November. I'm really hoping to get through this. This is also not that long. It's like 350 or so, or 330, whatever. So I'm so excited to get into it and to finally understand the hype with these characters. I think she just had a new book come out for this little series type thing, so maybe I'll read it, but this is the first one. Because I need like a little romance cleanser, because if you couldn't tell, if you didn't hop onto my Instagram, a lot of these are fantasy books, and so I have like a little romance here and there to get through. So unfortunately, Loath to Love You was not picked, but maybe one day we will read her. Okay, let's get on to the next one. The next one going to be this gray book. It has a snake and it has some wings. And then the next one is this like burgundy maroon color, and it is a woman with a red dress and a sword. These ones I thought were so extremely obvious. I don't know. I just literally went off to the covers because I did not know what these ones were about. I think one is about like vampires or something. Those 2 books were, the grayish one was Serpent and the Wings of Night. Serpent, wings, Pretty creative, I know, right guys? And then the next one is gonna be Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadway. I thought this would be nice just to have both of them kind of together and seeing which one everyone wants me to read. These both are pretty massive books. They're both very pretty. You know, I've heard great things. I've heard that if you are in like a reading slump, Throne of Glass, you should read this one because the main character is like Selena. And then Serpent and the Wings of Night is just pure vampires and a little spicy. So I feel like the covers are just beautiful, beautiful. Now let's see what our percentage was. So this one was pretty close. Serpent and the Wings of Night got 48% and Daughter of No Worlds got 52%. So we will be reading Daughter of No Worlds this month. I didn't know which one to win. Honestly, with Loathe to Love You and Better Than Movies, I think I wanted to read Loathe to Love You more because when it comes to both authors, I like Allie Hazelwood more than Lynn Painter by the percentage of books I've read. But with Carissa, I've never read a book by her, so I was just like, I don't know what I'm in the mood for, which one I'm gonna like better. This one gives more spooky vibes, like vampires, but do I love my Throne of Glass? Yes, I do. So I was very excited that this won. So this is the next book that we are gonna be reading this month. I'm so excited, hopefully. Literally, we got 3 amazing books so far to get through. Let's get to the next one. Remember, Kingdom of the Feared was one that I put because I just need to read it and I want to read it. Unfortunately, Serpent and the Wings of Night wasn't picked. Let me know if you guys are happy with those decisions and if you were able to do the polls for Instagram. Let me know which ones you guys picked. Hopefully I'll get to this one soon. I just know that if I like her writing, I'm definitely going to get into this one. So the third poll was one I was so scared about because I do not know which one I wanted to win more, and both of them are very huge, very popular series. The first one is this like creamy gray color. I had no idea what this book is about. It was a British flag and a tree. And then the next one I thought I was pretty creative with, and I'll tell you why I picked those, is this like teal background and it's got a horse and a snowflake. So those 2 books are going to be, the first one is Magnolia Parks. I'm so nervous. British flag is right there and then the tree. I have no idea about what this is about. I know I don't know what this is about. So I have this one. This one I got pretty creative with. This is Heartless by Elsie Silvers. I read the first one this year in the summertime. Absolutely loved it. And I thought maybe it was the perfect time to read the next one. The reason I did the snowflake and the horse is because Cade is a cowboy. And then this is about winter. Pretty creative, I know, right? I really wanted to read this one, I think, more just because I've already read the first book and I absolutely ate up their story and I had so much fun with like the tension and everything. Magnolia Parks scares me to death because I hear so many things. I like Kendall and like I think Madison both told me that like they don't think I like the series, and I'm like, great, y'all, I'm a little scared now. So I was like really hoping that Heartless would win so that I could keep pushing this off because I'm scared. I really am scared, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. For the ones that won, Magnolia Parks won with 73%. And Heartless 27%. So we are reading Magnolia Parks. This is the second time that I've gotten it on my TBR just because of the TBR jar. Picked it I think in April. So I think it is finally time to pick it up. Am I scared? Heck yes. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I've heard that so many people tell me that I'm not gonna like it, and I don't know. But I'm scared, I'm nervous, and you know what? Maybe it is time to just do this. So this is gonna be the next book that we are gonna be reading in November. I'm terrified, but I'm also excited because this could be a story that I absolutely love or absolutely hate. Yay! It is my first Jessa Hastings books too. So that is the next one. Unfortunately, we are not reading Heartless, but one day soon I will be finishing this series and getting to it. And we only have 2 more books left, which is kind of sad because I really wanted to do a bunch of books, but maybe like in the summertime or the next time that I'm doing this type of challenge, I'll get some more books so that it's not just 5 books. But right now, if I want to actually try to complete my TBR, it's got to be a couple. It can't be a ton. On to the next one. So the 4th November TBR is going to be, we have the first one, which is on the left. I thought this one was pretty obvious, is a black cover. It's got a Taurus sign and a academy. The next one is going to be this blue color and it's got a newspaper and sparkles. The first one was so easy to find because I'm like, obviously it's literally in the title, but I did not know how to do the second one because that one for me was so hard and I didn't know like what fit with that vibe. And I think I did pretty well with that. If I'm being honest, I thought that one turned out pretty well. So those books, first one, if you did not guess this one, where were you? You know, this was pretty obvious. Not to be mean, it's gonna be Zodiac Academy, and this is the first one, which is the The Awakening. This one I've heard is a little hard to get through just because it's like a bully romance. All I literally know is it's about twins. They are actually heirs to a throne that they knew nothing about, and like their parents just passed, so they're destined to get the throne. But then there's 3 brothers that were supposed to get it, and now they're like kind of bullying them because if they don't finish their year, then like they don't get the throne, so they're trying to like basically make them not want to come back. I just hear that the first one's kind of hard to get through just because it's like boring, but this is also so pretty. I just watched Larry's like non-spoiler on the Zodiac Academy, and if that's how much pain I'm gonna go through, I'm going to not read this until like I want to feel pain, you know? And then the next one, well, I got because it's the first time I heard it, I was like, yes, but then I just did not want to read it. Kind of sad that I haven't read it yet because it's so popular, but it's Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This is the first book. I think it's please don't yell at me if I get this wrong, but it's like she thinks she's sending letters to her brother. It's like a magical typewriter, but she's actually sending it to this other guy, and they're like talking back and forth. I don't know y'all. I just remembered that I heard that and I was like, heck yes, I would really want to read it. And it's like magical realism and such. So these were the 2 that I put against each other. For that, the Zodiac Academy got 45%, and then these were actually really close, only 10% away, and then Divine Rivals got 55%. Yeah, 55%. So I will be reading this one this month. I'm so excited because it just sounds so beautiful. I don't know, I just want to make my own opinion because I've heard everyone loves the first one, but the second one really fell flat. I'm so excited to read this one, and I think I did a pretty good job with the emojis just because it was like a newspaper and sparkles, and I'm pretty sure this has like a magical typewriter. I believe it's the dust jacket. Okay, anyways, but that is just so beautiful. Dear Iris, like, come on. Like, we're gonna have to read that soon. I am loving my TBR right now because this is one that I've been wanting to read, and now that I just looked at it, I'm like, I'm going to read it soon. Unfortunately, no to Zodiac Academy, but one day we will be reading this. I'm glad that some of the books that have been on my TBR the longest are getting picked because I need to get through them. And that one has been on since last year, and I just got this one. So I'm glad that I'm putting this one to the side still, and it's gonna wait its turn. But I am really excited to read this one just because I think this is twins. And then the last and final one I was a little meh about. I feel like I did a not great job about it, but also I did not know what to do. The first one that we have, it's like this dark blue type color, but I put an alligator and this golden jar. And then the next one is this greenish gray color, and it's got a clock and wings. So many of y'all got that, and I was like, yeah. So the first one is going to be What the River Knows, and this is by Isabel Ibanez. I want to say that is the last name. I did that because it gave me like the Egyptian vibes. It's got like an alligator right there. The biggest reason that I got this book is because of this cover. Are you kidding me right now? That is so stinking gorgeous. They are both so beautiful. I'm like, hello. So that is a big reason I got it, and I have not heard anyone talk about it yet. It literally says it on the dust jacket. It says that the mummy meets death on the Nile in this lush and immersive historical fantasy filled with adventure, arrivals to lovers, romance, and shocking twists and turns. Because I loved The Mummy, and so I was like, And I had just recently watched The Mummy when I got this book because I got it last year, and then I went and bought it because I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. I swear, like, I was seeing it everywhere, so I don't know. The next one is a pretty obvious one. It is going to be Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book in the Infernal Devices series. When I was trying to decide which one I wanted to do next, because this one follows Tessa, the other one follows, I can't think of their names, Julian and I don't remember her name, Julian and something. I can't think of her next name. But when I was trying to think of like what I wanted to do first, because the Mortal Instruments is between both those, so the Infernal Devices is before the Mortal Instruments, and then Julian and the girl's story is afterwards. I was like, which one should I start? And this one just really caught my eye, and I just love that this goes back in time. It's like Victorian. It's Victorian England. And I'm like, I love it. And I miss Cassandra Clare's books. I literally just finished the Mortal Instruments series, but I cannot get enough of this series. The books were just so immersive and you were in them. And I need to read the next one. I could not stop and wait. This will be interesting how I like it just because I grew up on the Mortal Instruments and this is completely different characters. I'm really excited to get into this, hopefully. So we have these two that were pitted up against each other. I don't know why. I just thought of like the history. What the River Knows got 40%. The Clockwork Angel got 60%. Other than Magnolia Parks, this was the one that was like hugely different. A lot of these were very close. I was a little worried for a second because I was like, if one is tied, I would just go to YouTube and I would just post it. I think the next one that I'll do, just so it makes it fair that it's like mostly you guys that are picking, I'll put it on YouTube next time. But I had such a wonderful time. So we are going to be reading The Clockwork Angel. I just want to read the back for you guys because I'm just so excited to read this. Oh my god, now that I'm like thinking of these books, I'm like trying to figure out which one I want to read first. Divine Rivals and Clockwork Angel are really like catching my eye. So when Tessa Gray crosses the ocean to find her brother in Victorian England, something terrifying is waiting for her in London's down world. Kidnapped by the mysterious Dark Sisters, who are members of a secret organization called the Pandemonium Club, Tessa soon learns that she has the power to transform into another person. Magister, the shadowy figure who runs the club, will stop at nothing to claim Tessa's power for his own. Friendless and hunted, Tessa takes refuge with the Shadow Hunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the world of demons. Soon finds herself fascinated by and torn between two best friends, James and Will. As Tessa is drawn deep into a plot that threatens to destroy the Shadow Hunters, she realizes that she may need to choose between saving her brother and helping her new friends save the world, and that love may be the most dangerous magic of all. You have no idea how I just love hearing about everything the Silence Brothers, the Shadow Hunters, all of it. I love everything about the world, and I think this one gets more into Angel. I'm not really sure. Really not sure. I just said that because it says Clockwork Angel. Literally, I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. And I think also in this because it's Will Herondale, I believe. So that is Jace's ancestor. And I think Clary also has one in there, but I'm not sure. If I read this before my sister, she will be upset at me. But so this is gonna be the next one that I read. I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be reading What the River Knows, but also I'm not really entirely in the mood for reading it. Okay, so that is all of the books that I had on my Instagram. So I'm so excited that I have my TBR set for November. Literally so excited. It is the 31st, right? I mean, it's the 30th right now. So we will be hopefully be reading these soon. I'm trying to finish the books I'm on right now. Like I have the Dead Romantics that I'm still reading, and I'm liking it. I just think it's super cute and it's very easy just to read. So I'm reading this as I can, and then I have an audiobook, The Kiss Curse, which I'm not liking. So we have two books that I need to get through so that I can read this wonderful pile, but I'm so excited to read them sooner or later. We're just gonna go through our November TBR. So we have 6 books and they're pretty hefty ones. So hopefully I can get through them this month. So the first one is going to be Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, and it's the first one in the Infernal Devices series. Literally so excited. The next one I have is Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, sorry. Once again, very excited. These two I think are the ones that I really want to read soon, so hopefully I'll do that. The next one scares me to death, but it's going to be Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. We'll see if I get to this one. I might just like push this one off because I'm scared of it, but if someone forces me to read it, then I will read it. Literally just hype me up, y'all. Just tell me to, you know, do it. Maybe I'll love it. Who knows? I'm also just in a huge fantasy mood. That's another thing. That's another reason I don't want to read it. And then the next one we have is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Once again, very excited just because it's like her first one that like really went big, I guess. The next one wasn't on this little TBR thing, but I just want to read it in general, is going to be Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Maniscalco. And the last and final book is going to be Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. And I'm so excited that I have my 6 books to read in November. Oh, there's one that's upside down, but like, yay! Okay, let me just say all the books that we aren't reading this month, unfortunately, which is a little sad, but I'm honestly really happy with this stack, and I'm so glad that you guys like went on my Instagram and helped me pick. And I also just had some of my friends pick, so I'm just really excited. So the first one is Loathe to Love You by Allie Hazelwood. There's Serpent in the Wings of Night, also by Carissa Broadbent. The next one is going to be What the River Knows, and this is by Isabel Ibanzi. Next one is going to be The Zodiac Academy, and this is both by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti? Sorry. And then the last and final one is going to be Heartless by Elsie Silver. And those are the ones we are not going to be reading. So that is everything for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before I close off this video and I start reading these books, I do just want to lightly address that for November, there aren't going to be a ton of reading vlogs. I really want to do some reading vlogs on these, especially the fantasy. So maybe I'll do like reading fantasy for a week or starting new fantasy series, something like that, because a lot of these books have been on my TBR for a while, and they're all in series, so I could do like a series video maybe, something like that. But there won't be a lot of reading vlogs just because I'm going to start focusing on doing my December Bookmas videos, and so that is 12 videos I have to do in the first week from the 1st to the 12th, and I want to do it. I'm very excited to do it. Just the only problem is that my finals are all on the 12th to the 14th, and so that means all the projects are going to be due in December and all the studying are going to be due in December, so it's going to be a lot in December. So I'm going to start pre-filming in November. So if you don't see as many videos coming out, like book videos, and you see more vlogs, that's why. I will be back and I will be better than ever, but I'm going to have this video coming out and my October and September wrap up. We do have videos that are coming, so don't you worry. They're going to be coming out, but I hope you guys are okay with vlogs. I know that they haven't been getting as many views, but I still enjoy showing you guys my life. So without that being said, I am really happy that you guys went onto my Instagram and chose my TBR for the month. If it didn't work out and you didn't get to pick, I will do it on YouTube or something one day, because I do like the idea of just like the emojis and it's just fun. I just had a lot of fun with it and I'm glad that I was able to do this video. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please go like and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so every time I post. Hopefully you see this video, because maybe you won't see it because my hair is not what I want it to be. But I hope you guys enjoy it and I will see you guys in my next video.